Well, if this isn't full circle, I don't know what is. It is 6:58, April 13th, and half of my feet are in my shoes right now, trying to de-thaw them. These are the socks, again, that they're not as crispy as the last pair that got frozen, but they're still crispy enough. So the Hayduke has come full circle on us. Another freezing night. Seems very apt. So it is like 6:59. We got about 4 miles until we finish.
Dude, we said 8 o'clock. Go back to sleep.
That's very reminiscent from the cold mornings too. I hope it picked up Z. He told me to go F off because we said 8 o'clock we were going to get moving. And it's like 6:59, 7 right now. Well, Z, you can just... my... Yes, that is very reminiscent of the Hayduke hike. Z being like, it's too cold, shut up, go back to sleep. Yeah, good fond memories. So yeah, my alarm broke up the video, I think. And yeah, it's cold. It's still chilly. So yeah, 4 miles, 7 o'clock. We have 1,000 feet of elevation to gain, which isn't too bad. But yeah, we should be there. And Magpie should be waiting by 10 o'clock. See, he doesn't like my morning monologue. Last day on trail, last few miles. We're gonna go get it. You want me to sing you a lullaby, bud? All right. So we camped down in there. It's 8 o'clock, and I'm out and moving. Z's still in camp. I tried to wait as long as possible, but my excitement level's too high. So he was starting to pack up, but I told him I'll just meet him at the end. I'm too stoked to see Magpie just finish this trail. So we have about 4 miles, like I said, and if there's a big obstacle, I'll wait for him, but I didn't see any obstacles in our future. We just have climbs. So yeah, let's get it. Let's go get it. A little bit of slick rock walking. Yes, please. I actually like this. The trail from camp this morning was a lot of sand, soft sand. But this is nice. If it stays this grade. All right, sufficiently in Checkerboard Mesa. You can tell because the cliffs are surrounding me. It's like a mini roller coaster in here. I wanted to do a little bit of word of advice, but I gotta catch my breath, so maybe in a second. All right, so we're getting within that last mile, somewhere in there. A little bit more, a little bit less, somewhere in there. But I've been thinking about this and thought it'd be good to put this in. Just kind of words of advice that I've learned from this Hayduke Trail for any future Hayduke through hikers, any future Hayduke hikers. The 4 biggest pieces of advice that I feel like I learned on this trail. The first one, I think the biggest one personally, sorry, can you see? Am I blurry? There we go. The first one and the biggest one, I believe personally, is hike with a partner. Hike with a partner, hike with a trail buddy, hike with a trail family, hike with somebody that you trust. Because the Hayduke Trail is a special beast. So Z is a very independent hiker. And I definitely lean more towards loving hiking in groups and with others. And with how Z and I hike, we're both about the same build, both got about the same pace. And then also on the Hayduke, when you're hiking with a partner, you want to make sure that they get over a lot of these obstacles safely. So it bunches up your pace a lot. So it's not like the PCT or AT where you just set a pace and you see somebody at lunch or at dinner. You're hiking pretty much together the entire day, or at least within eyesight. So yeah, hike with a buddy that you respect, you trust. And that being said about Z being a more independent hiker, if you watch this, bud, I know I got on your nerves more often just because you do enjoy that peace and solitude. But with how this trail is built, it's just hard to find that. So yeah, definitely tweaked Z's nerves a couple times. But honestly, I'm gonna say something here too. It's not an exaggeration, buddy. Honestly, couldn't have done it without you. You got me through some very tough moments, emotionally, and with some jokes and with some lifting the spirits. And I hope if the same can be said from me to you. So honestly, dude, couldn't have done it without you, man. Thanks for inviting me on this crazy adventure, and love you, bro. So that's number 1. Number 2 is don't bring new gear. Any gear you bring on this trail, it's gonna get thrashed. It's gonna get a good thrashing. So don't bring new gear. Luckily, I brought a lot of my older gear that has thousands of miles on it. So the thrashing wasn't too bad. Well, when I say not too bad, like the gear was already on its last legs. So if I would have brought new gear, I would have been a lot more frustrated because I would have had many rips and tears in it, and it would have been brand new. 1 second. So yeah, that's my second piece of advice. Don't bring new gear. Bring gear that you're okay with, that's gonna get thrashed, because your gear is gonna take a beating. Sorry, terrible time to film. Whew. All right, what, I got 2 more? Oh, okay, I got 2 more. Third piece of advice, acceptance. And acceptance in all the ways that comes. Accept you're gonna get brutalized each day. Accept that you only can do the miles that you can do each day. I remember hearing reports from buddies that had done this, and you always think, oh, but I definitely can go faster. So like, I remember hearing strong hikers talk about maybe getting to 20s each day. I'm like, I should be able to still get mid-20s, 30s. It's not true. You just got to accept each day what comes at you. Yeah, emotionally, physically, really accept the miles. Accept that you're gonna get brutalized a lot, like a lot. So that's the third piece of advice. And fourth, this one's gonna be a weird one. Stick with me on this one. especially coming from me. Don't through hike the Hayduke Trail. Yeah, weird one coming from me, someone who loves through hiking so immensely. And I don't say that out of the context of being like, oh, just I don't want it to get too overpopulated. It's middle of nowhere. That's not the worry. It comes from the context of you would honestly enjoy it 100-fold more if you section hiked it. Oh. Dee and I both agree on this one. We were talking about it a little yesterday. Like, it's just so brutal. I don't honestly think it was meant to be through hiked. Like, if you did a section here one day, section here the next month, you would enjoy it so much more. There wouldn't be the pressure valve of miles. There wouldn't be the constant like beat down that gets exponentially amplified. Like, this trail, honestly, I would highly recommend section hiking this trail if you're interested. Still come out here. Like, beautiful trail, absolutely beautiful. Highly recommend hiking it. I just don't really think it's meant for a through hike. It's just, it beats you down so much, and especially with a lot of through hikers' mentalities of miles and cruising, that's not what it is. That is not what it is in the slightest. It is a special beast. You would really probably enjoy it sectioning, day hiking, what have you, way more. So yeah, those are my 4 pieces of advice, and I got less than a mile left. Let's do it. And see, one last time, man, thank you so much, brother, for being a part of this journey, letting me be a part of yours, and putting up with Constantine ramblings when you just wanted some peace and quiet. I love you, brother. All right. All right, we're getting to our ending point. Ending point is going to be the parking lot at Checker Point or East Rim. We can't do the East Rim Trail, so our end point is right up here. Hopefully I see Magpie. We told her 10 o'clock and it's like 9:45 now. Glad I got out of camp when I did. Those miles took longer than I thought. And yeah, usually I have a lot of like longing and loss near the end of the trails, being like, man, I wish it went on longer. Not for the Hayduke. Only feeling I have with the Hayduke is relief. Beautiful trail. Beautiful trail. So brutal. So brutal. All right. Let's go, folks. Let's go. Yeah, I don't have the feeling of, oh, I wish it was longer. It's just enough. Just enough. Just enough to get through without your soul completely breaking in two from the beauty and from the brutality. All right, it is 10 o'clock exactly, and this is where the Hayduke ends. I didn't see Magpie at Checkerboard Mesa parking lot. I'm gonna go back out and check the parking lot near the privy up here, but I wanted to touch this sign and call that through hike done. 10 a.m. exactly on April 13th. What a hike. What a hike. As you can see, Weeping Rock is the official end, but you can't get there. There's a closure here. And yeah, there's no way to access that right there. You get close, but then you can't get down that rock wall. You have to have a rappel rope to do that, which we don't have. So, yep, that's it. Call the dogs, piss on the fire. This hike is done. I thought that car might even be Magpie pulling up, but it was not. So the Hayduke Trail, it is done. So, any words of wisdom, Constantine? None whatsoever. Extreme relief. Bet Magpie got held up a little bit by that snowstorm. She had to drive through. We got hit by brutal weather, and then she had to drive through brutal weather. And she's not a morning person, so might have taken her a little longer to get back in here. That's okay. I'm gonna go check out this parking lot, and if she's not there, walk back to the Canyon Mesa, because Z is still somewhere. So this hike, nothing like it. Never done anything like it. Only thing I can somewhat compare it to is the Great Divide Trail, and that comparison is just because of a different type of death. Like, all the type of hiking is completely different. Just the Great Divide Trail, we almost died because of hypothermia multiple times. This one almost died because of rock. So, nuts. Just nuts. Alright, Magpie, let's see if I can find you. Alright, so it is 10:20, and I walked back towards Checkerboard Mesa because I looked back through my text messages, and I think this is where I told Magpie we were going to meet her, but I also dropped a pin at the East Rim Trail, but I didn't see her. I hope within the 2 minutes that I popped into the privy, she didn't drive down that dirt road, but I doubt it. So I haven't seen Magpie or Z, but Z didn't even have his tent packed up when I left, so it's been about 20 minutes since I got here. Got to that sign at 10 o'clock, and I'm sitting here, and it's like 10:22, so Z will probably be another 10 minutes, and hopefully I just see Magpie driving the road on in. Cool. Good spot to wait. Alright, so it's about 11 o'clock. I walked back up to the East Rim Trailhead because I thought maybe Magpie would be there because, I don't know, I should have done this better. So I dropped a pin at that junction, but my text said Checkerboard Mesa. So, I don't know. I haven't seen her or Z yet. And that means Z's more than an hour behind. He must have really waited for the cold this morning. Yeah, haven't seen either one of them yet. So I'm just gonna go back to Checkerboard Mesa. Better spot to sit. And hopefully, yeah, they'll figure it out. How'd you finish?
I went to 2 other pullouts before I found this one. In different, like, east, then back west, and then all the way back east.
That is the most Hayduke way possible.
Way possible.
Oh man, we're done, bud. Fist bump. Oh, I'm gonna have to give you a hug, bud. You ready for a hug?
Let's do it.
Oh man, we survived, man. We survived. Oh, woo.